So this video is going to be how to trade this area right here, which on a different time frame, one including after hours trading, is an LVN, low volume node right there. Right about here to there, this would have been an LVN area. It got tagged here overnight briefly, and then also got tagged here on the open, and the market resumed moving in the upward direction all the way up to the FIS level here, the failed initiative selling, which is right about there. So if we look at what the market's doing before everything, we can see that this is an uptrend. Value held a little bit higher, started down here, congestion the day prior, uptrend here, big push up, value held higher, and then overnight the market moved up, and then it also just kind of held here, sort of range bound market, sell push down here. Not a lot of extension, but still movement in the upside direction. So we'd be inferring that we'd be looking for a long somewhere in this area. If we look here on the 5-minute chart, we can draw with a volume profile, fixed range volume profile. There is an LVN right there. The market hit it exactly in the overnight and then also on the open. Let's take a look at that on the shorter term time frame. So here we are at the 1 second. This is shortly after the euro open, and we can see that the 1 second actually tags that line completely exactly and then bounces off of that. So a limit order there would have paid back to the top for about 70 something points. Because of the confluent uptrends and this big break and then the LVN here, we would possibly be able to buy that just outright. It's a pretty strong support in that dynamic specifically. We can also look for a trend reversal on the 1 second chart. So we see congestion moving down, a big bear push here. We're going to draw a box around that. Right there is what you would consider the sell level for the downtrend to be in effect and static. Here's another sell area, but this is really the second entry short on this 1 second. It's the push down underneath this base. We have a range here, and then we have a range breakout. So the real confirmation of this is the range breakout, and that can be found here with this high volume 1 minute or 1 second candle right there. You can see that that area is a really good support. This is the hypothetical trend reversal level. So as long as this level here is holding, we are good. If I get rid of that bottom box on this side, we can open this chart up and see where that would have been entered. It would have been entered right here. So we do have a 1 second reversal there, and that would have bought here about 330. And we could have held that until for about 3 hours all the way to the top of that range. If we would have missed that, possible secondary entries, this is the buy from this. As long as this is holding, we're good. This trend here did fail, this little micro trend. And we see that that actually functioned as resistance afterwards. So this area here, this green candle, that was resistance temporarily. Then we also see that this is a range breakout. And as long as that range breakout level, this high volume 1 second level is holding, small push under, but then the market never really retests that. So this level would have been here. That's a retracement in this trend to this range breakout level. And buying at a limit inside of this would have allowed us to hold from here again all the way up to the top. Up here it's a little bit clunkier, but we do see another range breakout. You can see on this chart there's a 5-minute overlap range. Range breakout fails. It's right around here. And actually disregard that entirely. So everything else I said prior was good. There was a range overshoot return dynamic in here that we're not going to talk about. We're actually going to look at the LVN again, which is right here. This tag of this level happened right on the open, a small overshoot into that. We have a push down, fake range breakout here, but the LVN is holding again. And then once we have this spike up on the 1 second, as long as that is holding, we are good to go. So buying any sort of retracement there would have been good. This level here did not hold, and we retraced all the way to the bottom, so that would have been either a loss or potentially scaling in a little bit further down here with more risk added, or just simply holding. Failed range breakout, that functions as resistance here, so now we have a wider range, and this is a actual range breakout, one that is successful, marked by the 1 second candle high volume push, and then right there was a perfect entry. You can see that I did take the trades here, buying above this. The idea being as long as this candle holds, we're good. and buying some more down in here as long as the candles holding were good. And I was able to take off all the way up here at the FIS level, which was the high of the day on the regular trading hours.